Idaho. Pastures around the rapids, eventually taking advantage of the natural resources, the timber and the fishery. Stevenson is still involved in timber. You get clear cuts up behind town here, but some of the big industry nowadays is wind and water-based tourism, like the sailing. We get windsurfers and kiteboarders. They'll be coming out here as the day goes on. We get kayakers, paddleboats, outriggers. A little bit of everything going on out here. Tied up over there in Stevenson right now, that is the American Pride. That's an overnight boat there. Going to Lewiston, they do a week-long tour. American Cruise Ship Company has a number of boats that are running here on the Columbia. American Pride, one of those. This half of the river is a huge gravel bar, and it was exposed. They weren't over here. They're over here on the left side. And they weren't out in the middle of that. They were looking at the shoreline over there real tight because of high winds and swell. But in April, they raised the river is 20 feet higher than it was in October. And the gravel bar was underwater. So the river would have been this wide in April. They also mentioned all the villages they went by on their way down the river over there on the north shore, left side of the river. But on their way back up, they were all being dismantled and moved over to this side in preparation for the fishing season. So even though they dipped in and out of the rapids, their main fishery was this huge gravel bar, big spawning grounds for salmon. They go out here and net the traps and capture all the fish they wanted. Pioneers did the same thing. They come out here horse teams and big seines to harvest salmon. All these gravel bars. Both are about 2,000 feet high and the same volume of quartz diorite. So you imagine a flood coming through there about halfway up those two mountains. I've been out here running a boat for, or been on a boat for, this will be going on 39 years. And we got some workers for us from Washington. Last couple of years ago, they saw this landmark, and they say it looks just like their school mascot. So Ospreys love the day shapes down here for their nest. They're going to be leaving at the end of September. Then he goes far to the Baja, and we won't see it again until April. They'll come right back to the nesting there. I think it's a newer pair. They took a whole bunch of sticks in it. They never got really a nest made. Usually the first couple of years, they're not very good at it. But yeah, within a few years, they'll be making some real solid nests there. Or having some offspring. So they didn't get any offspring this year. Might not get any next year. Cut this bin all the way down to Stevenson, and then pick it up. I have to kind of keep an eye out for them because they don't really mark them real well. They got a spool on there. They're just letting their net out. Once it's all out, then just float down there with it. They'll float all the way to Stevenson. And they'll use that spool to reel that net back in. See how they did.
Mention a village up by the Dalles. Did mention a village to the right of that island. We see that green building over there, a village of 8 longhouses. They were inhabited. They met with chiefs on the way downriver and upriver here. On the way upriver, only 1 longhouse was left. 7 had been dismantled, moved across the river, preparing for the fishing season. Longhouse is typically 40, 60 feet long, 20, 30 feet wide. Built primarily out of cedar with pitched roofs, but housed 4 to 6 families. After 1896, this was close to the approach a boat would have made. As they came up to this dam block, there would have been a gate at the very far end of it. They would have pulled up behind that gate, and they would have closed another gate behind them, open up some valves, all the water.